No,
100%.
like you said. Okay, you're saying the simple fucking fix. Hey, whenever you see a Hulk, just S key. Whenever you see a Magneto shield, stop shooting.
Yeah, because there's no.
Stop shooting him. Shoot somebody else.
You can't because
you
Magneto's
just
right there.
completely shut down his entire kit. What is he blocking? Nothing.
Everything.
I'm shooting the Mantis over here. I'm shooting the Jeff over here. Good shield over there, bro. Good shield. You really got me on space. I'm gonna walk past you and shoot your fucking team.
That's how you lose, though.
Oh, Brandon, you're contradicting everything that you complain about with your team. You're like, he's literally walking right past you and dicking me down. He's walking right past you. You're not making any space. My tanks aren't making any space. You're contradicting what you say in the match.
No, I'm not. Think about it.
No, you think about it. Think about how you play a match and how you want it to be played. You want your tank to create space.
Lazy Susan spin around, topics lifting off the ground, movies, music, games, and TV. Stay tuned and you will see.
Hello and welcome to Lazy Susan, everybody. We got a quick little segment we got here today. It's just a little segment for today. It's going to be one of our videos. We're going to go over Marvel Rivals. We're going to create a tier list, and we're going to try to come to our best terms to make a tier list that we all kind of agree on, and then show off our own tier lists. For everybody, this is Adam. I'm Adam, Todd, and we have a special guest with us, not Derek, because Derek doesn't play Marvel Rivals, but our good friend Brandon. He's knee deep in this shit. He's hooked on it. Say hey,
what's up?
What's up?
But yeah, all right. So Brandon's a good friend of ours. We play Marvel Rivals every now and then together, and I've been loving the shit out of this game. And we all have like our different opinions and our different tier lists of Marvel Rivals. So to kick it off, I wanted to create this tier list. I wanted us to create a tier list that we kind of agree on. Any characters we don't agree on, we won't touch them. And then we'll kind of go over our own tier list to kind of wrap it up all together of why we think these characters belong where they are. This tier list will be happening before the new season. So this is before all the buffs and nerfs. So this is right at the very ass end of season 0.
Pick your hero.
So to clarify really quick, we're just going to put we'll rank them within their own tiers, right? Top-notch person goes to the very front, lower end goes to the very back of each rank, yeah?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So before we get into any big debates or whatnot, we're just going to kind of go through each character. I'm kind of moving the DLC, or not DLC, but the new season characters towards the end. All right. We'll start with the Winter Soldier. Do we have an agreement where we would like to place him? I think he is A tier. I think he's lower end A tier, but I still think he's A tier.
I can agree with lower end A tier if that's where I was gonna put him in B tier, but I can agree with lower end A tier.
What about you, Brandon? Do you agree or disagree? If you disagree, we won't touch him. But if you agree, we can place him there.
I want to say I got
it right here. I'm gonna pin it for you, Brandon.
I want to say I put him in A tier too. Honestly.
All right, I pinned it for you, Brandon.
Where does it go when it's pinned?
The top right of Discord, pinned messages.
Top right of Discord pinned. Oh, fucking thank you. Okay.
It's my monitor. My shit was angry.
I have him in A tier.
Oh, okay, sweet.
A tier.
Okay, I think we're all in agreement on that. Wow, nice, right off the bat. All right, this one I think we're gonna definitely disagree on. Adam Warlock. I think I put him in my own A tier. I think he's an A tier.
He is an A tier.
Oh, okay.
I'll put him in
B.
I have him in A on mine. Only because that's the consensus. But my honest feelings is he's low A, high B.
So we'll put him in A.
Okay. All right. Hey, are you cool with that?
I'm cool with it, but we disagree on why he's in A.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm going to make that clear.
All right.
We can put him in A, but we disagree on why he's there.
All right. I like it. All right, Loki. I think is maybe where did I think? I forgot where I put him exactly. I was either
I'm pretty
C
sure
or
I
B.
have Loki in B. Yeah, I have Loki in B tier.
I'm cool with Loki in B.
A tier for me.
You say A tier?
Yep.
All right, we won't touch him. We'll leave him.
We'll leave him.
I mean, that's gonna be most of these characters, but
That's fine. That's fine. That's the fun in it. We'll get to the what characters we can agree on at least. All right, Punisher.
A.
I think I have him an A. Yeah.
Easy.
Psylocke, I think, is another A.
Easy A tier. Psylocke
Okay.
A tier for sure.
Cloak and Dagger,
Nope,
I have
nope,
an
nope,
A
nope,
tier.
nope, nope. Take
Whoa, what's
Psylocke
up?
off.
Take Psylocke off. Would you not say?
No, Psylocke is S tier.
Oh. Okay. All right. Cloak and Dagger, I also put, I think, an A.
S tier.
Cloak and Dagger is a B for me.
B? Oh, damn.
B is
I was like A pushing
surprising.
S, if anything.
I
but
put
okay.
her in S tier.
All right. Hulk. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Hulk. I think I had him at A. Or did I have him at B, I think? I forgot where I had him exactly. You're saying S?
Higher. Yeah.
I have him in B.
Okay. We'll skip him. Venom. Venom's... Ooh, where did I put him? I think he's either A or B for me. I think I had him in A. Or B. No, I think I had him in B.
Yeah, you had everyone in B, Adam.
No, I had like everyone in A. You know what? I think I did have Venom in A. I did. Because okay, I'll go into why I believe that. But later, I had him in A. Where are you guys putting Venom?
Venom is B for me.
I put him in A.
Okay, we'll skip
Oh,
him.
no, I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. Venom is C for me.
Ooh.
Christ.
All right, we'll get back into that. Jeff, I know this one we're not going to agree on already.
Oh, he's
Jeff is
tier.
B tier.
No, I think you said B. I thought you had him at C. No,
I have him at C, but I can settle on B.
I think I had him in B as well.
I'm okay with that.
But Brandon, you said you had him where?
B tier. He's B tier.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Oh,
I'm okay
shit.
with
Okay,
that.
I thought we were going to disagree on that
I
one.
don't get me wrong. I love Jeff. Jeff is
Yeah.
like my second favorite character.
He is a lot of fun.
B.
He has that I feel like if it wasn't for his gimmicky ass move, like he definitely wouldn't be on there. But that's a huge
That's
part
why
of
I
his
love
kit.
him.
So
That's literally
yeah,
why I love him.
Rocket.
A.
Oh, that we're gonna disagree on for sure.
I think Rocket is B.
B tier.
A.
All right, Todd's not going to waver from that one, so we'll skip
he's
it.
not.
Star-Lord. I think I have Star-Lord, and I could see him being B. I'll put him in B.
I have him in B, yeah.
I have him in B.
Okay, sweet. All right, Squirrel Girl.
Oh, she's C.
She's C. She
I
is.
have Squirrel Girl in C, yeah.
We should
All right.
when we're done with this, we should put them in tank DPS support order. Because like right now they're kind of like random in the table. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, can I do that?
You can't just click and drag it and you could just move the character.
We're going
are you saying
low
like
to
in
high
column
tier,
wise?
though.
Yeah, column wise.
Okay, yeah, we can
yeah.
mix it up, but
After we put them on, then resort them so it makes sense.
we'll resort them till it makes sense, and then we can also tweak
But
it.
keep them
however.
low to high in tank, whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
Next, we had Iron Fist. Where would you guys like to put that? Him. I think I had him in C.
I had Iron Fist in B.
I have
low
him in
B.
B.
I'm not opposed to him being in B though, so I'll put him in B. But I would still think he's kind of lower end B. But that's besides the fact. All right.
On my list, he's the second to last B.
Okay, that's fair.
Low B.
Penny Parker.
I have Penny Parker in C. Sorry to all you Penny Parker fans out there.
I think I would put her. I think B.
I have her in A.
Okay, I'm not touching her. Thor. I think I put Thor in C.
I think I have Thor in B. Yeah, Thor's B for me.
I have him in A.
Shit, damn. Luna Snow.
That's
S.
There's
S.
no way.
Yeah, we all agreed on that.
Stop it.
Hela.
S.
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 Stop it.
Hawkeye.
S.
Ooh, nah.
I have him in S as well.
I have him
That's
in
up to-
B.
B is crazy. All right. Oh wait, shit. Didn't I? Oh, we didn't touch Thor. Okay. Groot. I had Groot in S.
S.
Oh, I have Groot in A.
Ooh, are you opposed to him being an S?
Like the lowest of the low when it comes
I'm
to
cool
S
with that.
tier,
I think he
sure.
was my very last S on mine. Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
S.
S.
Yeah.
Stop
Okay.
it.
I had him at top notch.
There's no
Yeah.
discussion on these
Yeah.
characters.
Magic, I had as A.
Magic, I have as very high B.
I have her in high B.
Okay. I'm not going to waver from that. I think she is A.
That.
All right. Namor,
More is A.
I think I have him in C.
I think I have him in B. Yeah, I have him in B.
All right, we're not agreeing on that one. Wolverine, I think I also have in C.
I think I have him in B.
I have him in B.
See, I don't know if once again, I think he'd be at the very ass end of B if he's on there. I think I can agree on that. All right, Captain America.
Captain, I have C.
I have B.
I think I had him in A. So we're not going to agree on that.
Yeah, we're going to have to discuss that.
We'll talk about it. I'll tell you why.
Please,
right.
dude. I'm ready to have my mind change on some of these because, like, Captain America, I don't know too much about him. I haven't used him much, and honestly, I haven't seen him.
If it wasn't for seeing how like they're using him now, I was like, I probably would have been cool with keeping him lower. But I've seen him melt. But we'll get into that.
That's how I feel about Hulk.
Okay,
and Hulk is being again. We'll get into it, but Hulk is actively being banned as we're speaking right now. If you're in Grandmaster or higher, he's being banned. So that's another one of my fucking.
So maybe I'm missing out. All right, Scarlet Witch. D.
No, C or D. I don't.
Yeah, I think I have her in D. Yeah, I have her in D.
Are you cool with D then?
Sure, she goes in D.
All right. That one sucks because she, when she first came out, that she was scary as fuck. But then once you kind of learned her, it was too easy to avoid. And rip. All right, Moon Knight.
S.
Yeah. I think I had him in A, and Todd I think had him lower.
Yeah, I have him in C.
Okay, we're not agreeing on that one. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's the tippy top of the highest B.
Of B, I had him in A. I think he's C.
Again, I was explaining this a little bit to Roman. The only reason why I have him so high is because, I don't have him in A tier because of his skill curve. He's not an easy character to be good with. But
that's true.
If you are good, I don't care what game you're in, he is a difference maker. If you have a good fucking Spider-Man on your team, he's going to be making all the fucking difference. So I'm okay with putting him in A tier, but the only reason why I didn't put him in A tier is because you have to be good with him. Otherwise, you're feeding.
Right. So we disagree on that one.
I guess that could be said about a lot of characters, but Spider-Man, I feel like, has one of the highest, if not the highest, skill curve.
Okay. And then we have Black Panther. I think I also had an A. I feel like he has the same issue that you're saying with Spider-Man.
That's why he's right behind Spider-Man in my B tier. So again, I would have him in A, but his kit is very high skill usage. If you're doing good with him, you're feeding. So that's that's where I am on all of my characters in my B. Like in my B, it goes Spider-Man.
Hold on. Save it for the. Let's get
don't pop off.
We passed all these characters already, so that's why I'm saying.
Well, we gotta talk about them.
Go on.
Yeah, we can even talk about it when we want to say where they're at within their tier. But anyway, Iron Man.
B.
I had him in A. I have Iron Man in B.
I don't think I'll waver from that just because of one thing. Okay. But Storm.
Oh, D.
Unfortunately, D.
Yeah, that's rip.
Which is crazy because she should be an amazing character.
She should be, absolutely. It's a good thing she's getting a buff because
she needs it.
God, she needed it the most out of everybody.
They need to just rework her whole fucking kit, honestly.
Pretty much.
She needs to throw lightning like Darth Sidious. None of this fucking weird wind
that would go so hard too.
Yeah. She should just be
chucking lightning bolts. That'd be fucking
like Mora style. Like as long as you're in range, I'm zapping your shit.
Yeah,
that's
honestly.
how it should be.
She don't need to be flying at the fucking slowest pace ever.
No, she should fly like Iron Man and zap people like fucking Scarlet. And
I agree. She should be like the perfect counter towards Iron Man. Honestly,
she should be. You would think,
right? All right, Mantis. I think we're all agreeing.
S tier.
Okay. Whoa, what happened to my thing? All right, there it goes. I was tripping. Magneto. I think we all disagree on that one.
Yeah, probably. I have
him in A.
I have him in A.
All right, I had him in B. You know what? I won't be even opposed to that. I'll put him in A.
Magneto's a monster.
Black Widow.
D.
She's trash.
Yeah.
D or C. I don't care where she goes.
And that's it, because the next are characters we have yet to play as.
Yeah.
Although I would like to see where we think based off of what we've seen, but we can get into that later.
Okay.
All right, so let's kind of shape up these tier lists. Let's start off with let's start at the bottom. I think Storm might be the worst character in the game, unfortunately.
Probably either Storm
I think
or
Black Widow is the worst character.
Either Storm or Black Widow. I don't care. They're both bottom. Put them where you want.
Okay. Well, you know, I don't care that much either. That's fine. This is cool then.
Scarlett's still not that great, but I think she's better than
slightly better than the other two. Okay, fair enough. All right, where do we want to put the other people in C? I'm joking.
I will put pretty much every character above Squirrel Girl in C. So I don't.
All this empty space goes before.
Yeah, I think any other character that's in
Bottom
C is
C.
higher than Squirrel Girl. So I don't care where she goes.
All right, Jeff, Star-Lord, Iron Fist, and Wolverine. I'm not mad at where they're at right now.
I'm not mad at where they're. I'm not gonna nitpick it. It's there's solid B characters. I mean, it is what it is.
Right, Todd.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Okay. A tier. Where are we looking at these guys?
Bucky needs to be at the back.
Okay.
Kind of don't hate that.
I would go Magneto, Punisher, Adam Warlock, then Bucky. But we're gonna add more characters to A list, so it's gonna change.
All right. Well, I would put him above Punisher, but I'm still cool with this, honestly. All right. S tier. Where we look? Is this actually looks pretty solid too?
Yeah.
I would move Groot right behind Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Over Snow.
Well, and to me, S tier is like it don't matter their order; they're S tier characters. Like it's just
that's true in the end. Honestly,
they're the best
right?
of the best. Like it don't matter what. It don't matter if you're bottom S, high S, mid S. You're S. That's it. Like you're the best.
The only reason I put Groot is because of people don't utilize him right, but when they do utilize, like I guess that's with everything. So never mind.
Well, what I meant is like you just separate them by role. So tanks are in front, DPS in the middle, supports in the back, and you just separate each tier that way, so that when you're talking about the characters, it's easy to locate on screen. Like right now, if I say, "Hey, Star-Lord," you got to look for him.
True, but then like when you get to like things like down here where they're not all evened out, basically, you're gonna get kind of
right. But you can go and go S tier tank. Oh, he's gonna be in front. A tier tank. He's gonna be in front. Like if I say a tank, you just know he's at the front of the list.
Okay,
and it makes sense because that's how you format. Like that's how you formation.
Right. Do you want to do that once we? I mean, are we gonna?
Support.
I don't think we're gonna agree on any of these other characters, so I don't think we can.
They'll
really
get placed
anywhere.
They'll still get placed. Yeah, they'll get placed.
All right, we could do based off of what the majority agreed on next.
Yeah, so like
this is what we all three of us agreed on.
Yeah,
right here. Okay.
Yeah. So move Groot behind Doctor Strange.
All right.
Hela in front.
Yep. Then
it didn't move.
Jeff I'm back. And never mind. I think that's good, right?
Hela didn't move.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's slaggy. Hold up. It's frozen. How's it being? There we go.
There you go. And then go to the bottom one and then move Bucky up.
Oh, right. Duh.
Yeah. And then DPS support. DPS.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Yeah.
All right. So where'd you guys have Loki? I think
A tier.
I got Loki in B.
I think I also had him in B. So we'll put him in the back of B. Or just put him in B. All right, Psylocke, I had as A.
I have S.
A.
Okay, she goes to A. Oh my god. This shit starts running ads. My computer starts spazzing. All right, Cloak and Dagger. I think I had an A as well.
S.
I had it in B.
Oh shit.
No, so she's definitely not going up there. We're gonna have to talk about her.
All right, we'll leave her down there for now. Hulk. I had A.
I have a mess.
B.
All right, we'll talk about him. Venom, I had as A as well.
A tier.
He's a C.
All right, majority agrees to A. Rocket. I had him in B. All right. Looks like he's going to B. Penny Parker, I think, in B as well.
A.
C.
Oof. All right. Rip. Hawkeye. I had an S.
B.
S.
Goes to S for now. Once this fucking wants to acknowledge my click. There it goes. Fucker. Move properly. There we go. All right. Thor. I think I also had him B.
A.
For who?
Thor.
Thor, I had. Oh shit, where did I have Thor? I think I had him in B.
All right. I'll go to B.
Yeah, I did have him in B.
Magic, I had an A, but I think you guys both had her in B, right?
Yep.
Yeah, B.
Okay. She goes to B. Mother, this is happening way too often. Namor.
I have him at the back end of A.
B.
All right, we'll talk about it. Cap,
I have a feeling me and Todd are gonna mostly agree on Namor.
Okay. Cap.
B.
I had him in A.
I have him in C.
All right, we'll talk about it. Moon Knight. A,
S.
another one for me. Damn. Spider-Man.
I have him in B, but I'm willing to move him to A.
I have him in C.
All right, I had him in A. Put him up there.
Majority agrees to A. Get him.
There it goes. Black Panther. I
A.
also had an A.
A.
All right. Iron Man. I had an A.
B.
I had him in B.
Okay, B. And that's it. All right. Let's get into this a little more. Let's get into the ones we don't have right now. Cloak and Dagger. Who had her where and why?
Where'd you have her, Adam?
I had her in A. I think she's a very well-rounded support. And I don't think, honestly, when she gets this buff, I think she's easily going to make it to S. I think she's high A.
We'll just go down the list. So Todd, you're next.
Okay.
I had her in B.
Okay.
Because of that, like you said, she's a great healer. She's got great group heals and whatnot. Her kit is really good, but I struggle with characters that don't have mobility, and her switch to cloak and then escape is not much of an escape. So I don't know. I struggle with that a little bit, but I think her kit is best paired when you have other people that are doing group heals. So when you throw your window and you get a whole group of people and you have another person like Adam Warlock with the snap, or Rocket Raccoon with his just like overtime heals and stuff like that, that is just going to be significantly increased because they have that like boost of heals on them. Same thing if they're in the like the dome bubble. So I think she has like great a great kit and whatnot. I think her ult people need to capitalize on more. Like I don't think people really understand how strong her ult is. And I'm okay with her being in B. Like if we moved her to A, it would be the very ass end. I don't remember where Brandon had her.
I have her in S tier.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's her cloaking ability is cracked when it comes to at least being able to cancel out some people's ults. I think that's huge.
I think I'll say so. She can team heal. She can solo. She can heal herself. She can heal the team. She can apply debuffs. Her ult is, she can face tank Punisher and Star-Lord's ult with her ult, and with only one stream of it, and her streams stack on top of each other. So if she does 3 around an objective, like you're essentially not dying unless you have like a one shot like Iron Man or something. She can heal and do damage, not at the same time, but essentially at the same time. Like she can throw out a heal, a bubble, sit on the bubble, switch to cloak, and deal damage. And she can do that and while sitting on her ult. her switching to cloak and the thing makes her untargetable and unkillable. And it's an area of effect. So not only does it affect her, it gives everyone a slight movement speed, which is negligible. I'm only saying it because it happens, but if you took away the movement speed, it wouldn't matter. And you can't be killed. No one hits. No damage over time. Jeff can't swallow you up. Iron Man can't kill you. Punisher can't see you. Nothing. So her cooldown ability counters most characters' ultimates in the game. Those are the strongest abilities you have. And those are always team fight changing events. And she can, on cooldown, switch it whenever she wants.
So, Todd, were you swayed since you had her at the lowest?
Yeah, I'm swayed. She's definitely A tier.
Okay. And she goes to A. Ascend. All right, there we go.
I can agree with that.
Hulk. Oh, this is a good one because I want to hear Todd's explanation for why he's a S. You said S, right? Or did you say A?
Yeah,
okay. I said A, so I'm willing to be swayed here.
The simple fact of him being banned, and again, I don't care what lobby you get into, Grandmaster or higher right now, I would say he's the only tank being banned. Doctor Strange is phenomenal, but he's not being banned in these games. Fucking the Hulk is. His exile is crazy. His bubble is crazy. He gets his ult all the time because of his bubble. His bubbles, when they do damage to it, he stacks his ult on top of that. And when that goes out to other people, you're stacking your ult on top of that. He has 3 different health pools. He can knock people out of the sky. He's a diveable tank. He has the fucking clap that does an insane amount of damage, and it goes through people and stuff like that. So the reason why he was A tier is because of his kit to me. The reason why he's S tier is because of how often he is blocked and like Brandon said, his kit can negate other people's ults. Iron Man's using a fucking pulse on you, just shift. That's it. That's all you got to do. Game over. Like, he just missed his entire ult because of that, and that's it. Like, it goes for basically anyone that has like a big burst damage ult, fucking Namor, anything like that. So I just think that he is an A tier tank just off of his kit alone. And then on top of that, if you add in how, again, like the skill gap of people, that's why I struggled with having certain people in certain places. But the skill gap, if you incorporate that in, I put it at S tier.
All right, Brandon, since you had him at the lowest, were you wavered to at least compromise to A at all?
No. The simple fact, if my first reason is the simple fact is you can't main tank him. If you're an A tier tank, you should be able to solo tank. Hulk cannot solo tank. Absolutely not. He can't. And he's giving him one of the biggest characters in the game. You're just charging the other team's ult. He's the easiest character to hit. Even when he's flying through the air, you're not missing him. You're literally not missing him. And his bubble is breakable.
Counter argument goes for your team, though. Like, you're just charging your Luna ult. That's why Lunas get 7 ults in one fight. Because they're just focusing on their tank.
Well, Luna.
How many times have you said, how many times is this bitch ulting? That's because she's just clapping the fucking Hulk over
it's not because she's clapping
and
the
over
Hulk.
again.
It's not because she's clapping the Hulk. That's not how she gets ult so fast. Sure, her ult stacks on her ult stacks on how many people she heals and does damage to. And since all her heals travel through everyone, if you line her, a good Luna positions herself so that she can heal as many people as possible in one movement. And since clapping goes through the whole team, Luna stays in the back. She holds angles. Especially since we're in a team fight game, most people clump up, especially around the tanks. I can hit the tank, I can deal damage to the tank, and I can heal 3 people with one ability every single time. So Luna's compounding her ult all the time, her ult charge all the time. But since we're talking about the Hulk, he can't main tank. any tank, if you're going to be an A or S tier, you should be able to play as a solo tank by yourself. No duo tank, one tank, either 3 DPS, 2 support, or 2 support, or 2 DPS, 3 support. And you should be able to solo tank if you're an S tier tank or A tier tank.
I don't think Venom can. I think Venom's probably, I have Venom in A, but I have him there because he's probably the best offhand tank, period. Like the way he's able to dive.
But he has
can dive the back and be out.
But he does have sustainability.
He does with that shield. That shield.
And he can gain shield twice.
Right.
And he has to execute.
But I also think that's what's nice about the Hulk is because he has that shield, and it's not just for him. He has it for the rest of his team.
The shield is breakable.
It is, but
you can break it. Unlike Magneto's. You can't break Magneto's shield. That's why I put Magneto A tier. Because he has 2 defenses. You can solo tank 1. He has crowd control ability because he can push people around. You can't break either of his shields. You have to respect him. You have to. When he puts up his barrier, you can't do shit unless you're a melee character. You have to respect him. When he does his personal shield, you have to respect him because you can't break it. You're just wasting bullets. You're just wasting your hits. It's not going to do shit.
Todd, are you willing to bring Hulk down to A tier?
No.
But the Hulk's shields can be broken. His ult, all you do is walk backwards. His ult is literally only good for getting a 3rd health bar. That's it.
I don't like his grab with his ult. I think that's bogus as hell. If he's grabbing someone and he basically wasting his ult with that should one shot kill that person, whoever he's grabbing. Because I'm like, it does like no damage and it's like so cinematic. It's the whole tossing thing. Why does it do like nothing?
Again, fun to play the Hulk. He's super fun. But in terms of competitive composition, like how well he does in actual comp, he's not getting blocked because he's good. He's getting blocked because Iron Man is good. And Iron Man without Gamma isn't that good. But Iron Man,
if
with
that was
Gamma,
the case, then they would just block Iron Man.
No.
Yes. If that was the case, then they would just block Iron Man because when you are Hulk, you're exiling people out of their ults.
That's my next thing. His exile is not that good. And I'll tell you why. His exile is CC. Yeah, a tank with crowd control is cool. But when he's exiled, you can't do damage, and you can't. They're just like exiled to like another dimension. Like you can't touch them while they're exiled. So yeah, you take them out of the fight, but they come back in the fight. What, a literal second later? A second and a half, maybe. So you exile them and did what?
Without their ult. They're ulting, exile. Okay, I'm done with my ult.
I'm not gonna lie, that's why I think he's a great.
But again, the exile is
Punisher
right
ults.
In front of you.
He exiled, comes back, he just has his little gun out.
What Punisher's ulting in your face? You got to be right there for exile to work.
Exile goes far. It's a shot.
It's not that far, bro. It's not that far. They got to be essentially right there.
That's the same thing for Mantis's sleep.
Yeah, Mantis's sleep is good because I can deal damage to the person that's asleep. I can take him out of the fight and do damage. Exile doesn't do that. Most of the time,
people are charging Mantis,
and they're diving Mantis because that's the only way to deal with her. With the Hulk, you know how you deal with the Hulk? You S-key. S-key. Or fly away because you're Iron Man.
All right, I think
or Namor.
Okay, so when your team is S-keying because you have a Hulk, let me know how that works out. Dude, that's how you lose games. You need to be on the point. If Hulk, you're literally telling me that Hulk creates space. What you're saying right there is Hulk creates space.
For like 5 seconds.
That's what a tank is supposed to do. That is what you are supposed to do as a tank is create space. Okay.
All right.
No. Hold on.
I'm not wavering on that. Hulk is an S tier tank.
Tanks take space. They don't create space. Those are two different things. A tank, no, it makes sense because I can create space all day, but if I can't keep it, it don't matter. A tank needs to create the space and then take it and then hold it. That's what makes tanks good because I can push up and not move backwards. The Hulk, how do you play the Hulk? You jump in, You wait maybe a second, maybe 2 seconds, you pop your bubble, and you jump the fuck out. That's how you play the Hulk. So yeah, he takes a ton of space, but he can't keep it. He can't keep it by himself. But when you have other tanks, Magneto.
What tank is keeping any space by themselves?
Magneto, you must
no
100%.
Like you said, okay, you're saying the simple fucking fix. Hey, whenever you see a Hulk, just S key. Whenever you see a Magneto shield, stop shooting.
Yeah, because there's no.
Stop shooting him. Shoot somebody else.
You can't.
You just right completely shut down his entire kit. What is he blocking? Nothing. Everything. I'm shooting the Mantis over here. I'm shooting the Jeff over here. Good shield over there, bro. Good shield. You really got me on space. I'm gonna walk past you and shoot your fucking team.
That's how you lose, though.
Oh, Brandon, you're contradicting everything that you complain about with your team. You're like, he's literally walking right past you and dicking me down. He's walking right past you. You're not making any space. My tanks aren't making any space. You're contradicting what you say in the match.
No, I'm not. Think about it.
No, but you think about it. Think about how you play a match and how you want it to be played. Bro, you want your tank to create space.
Yeah, you want them to create space and take it and hold it. If you can fight someone isolated 1v1 every time, you need to take that fight. If I'm Magneto and I throw up my Reinhardt shield and some retard decides to walk past my shield, that's an easy clap. I got my shield up. You walk through. That means you're not getting no heals. The other team is not shooting through. And my whole team is mobbing you because you have to respect it. You have to. You can't do nothing. And not to mention, it's a 3-second cooldown. I am essentially walking forward, pushing you back with my right click, throwing left clicks, and I am forcing you to step back. Or else you get isolated into 4-on-1 fights every time, and you lose those fights every time. Not to mention, most teams do a 2-2-2. 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 support. Which means Magneto can main tank, or you can have 2 main tanks, which is what most people do. Magneto and Doctor Strange, 2 main tanks. And not only do you have 2 hard-ass shields to get through, one character has 2 unbreakable shields. So you can walk through. Doctor Strange fights, and your other 5 characters fight whoever decides to walk through. Yeah, have fun walking through that. But with Hulk, for a brawler, Venom does more damage than him. In terms of sustainability, he has probably the lowest sustainability. He doesn't give himself health. He doesn't give himself armor. Thor gives himself armor with every ability. Thor does more brawler damage, up straight up in your face, melee hitting you damage. Not to mention, Thor has a CC and the fact that he can push you around, which gives him armor. And he can attack high ground. Hulk does none of those things. And if he does do them, he doesn't do as well as other tanks. Not to mention, he can't be a main tank. If you're A tier, you can main tank by yourself, solo, nothing else. You can be the only tank on the team, push and defend an objective. Hulk can't do that, so he's not A tier. He doesn't do good enough damage.
This is
he doesn't have high enough sustainability.
With your list, I feel like, again, this is not something that you do with Hulk, but a regular fucking good Hulk does that shit.
Tank is one of my main.
But you don't do that with Hulk. That's what I'm saying. You don't play Hulk like that. You play Venom, so characters. you have that bias to where he's doing this.
It's not bias.
He
does less damage and he sustains less.
I can promise you, if you play any elo above honestly above gold, above gold, you're gonna get more fucking sustainability that you're looking for out of Hulk than you will Venom.
Nah, because I'm in Plat 1. So you can't tell that to me. What rank are y'all in?
What does that have to do with
That's exactly my point. You're saying any elo higher than gold. I'm in the elo higher than gold.
And the thing that you're complaining about in those elos is the shit that I'm saying is what makes these characters good. Like I listen to you. I'm hearing the words that come out of your mouth about the shit that your team is incapable of stopping when they have a team on have the opposing person on the other team doing that to you.
Can Hulk main tank?
Yes.
Oh, well, we're never gonna agree. That's it. That's all. That's it. We're never gonna agree. He does. He does. He can't main tank. He does less damage than other tanks. He has less sustainability than other tanks. He's only good. He's literally only good. Not to mention with his ult, if you kill him out of ult, who does he turn into?
Another health pool?
Bruce Banner. That's not a health pool.
I've seen some Bruces skip away.
Some Bruces. Some Bruces. Key point being
I
some.
think he's A. I really do think he's A. At least he's A.
Well, he gets A because of majority, not because we.
Well, no. Todd said S. You and Todd are the difference, so that's why I haven't touched him. So I don't think he gets touched at all.
He's not A tier, just
he is exiled for now.
Exiled, yeah.
Okay. Penny Parker. What was the difference on that one?
I don't know.
I think I had her in either B or C. I think B.
I have her in A.
Okay. Is Todd who had her in C? I think I might have had her in B. I think it's
I had Penny Parker in C.
Okay. So I have her in B because I think, especially when it comes to map knowledge, once you get the map knowledge, she works corners like a mofo. She presses points really nicely and has those. She can hold a point really well, especially when she's got all those webs going out. And the fact that wherever she places her web, she can trail them, and it hides those mines. And it's pretty nasty when you have when I seen Penny Parker's pop off, and I'm just like, God damn. And it's like, I can't do that shit, but like I've seen the people playing, and I'm like, dude, that's why I think she's B. I don't think she's crazy, but I think it's good enough for B.
All right. I think she is good for defense specifically. I don't think that she's like when you're going to press a point, or if like you're playing payload and you're not defending the payload, even if it is a payload that you are defending, it's situational to when she's good and whatnot, because that spider nest, if you can't put it in a good spot, that's going to go up and go into an area that they're going to be.
It's a good point.
In that, then it's not effective. And the spider nest was tough in the first week, but now everyone knows, destroy that. That's like her only main use of utility. I don't like her ult. Whenever I see a Penny Parker ulting, I'm like, sick, free kill. I don't think it does a lot of damage. I think she's great for just defending. Like if you already have a point captured and you're just defending it and they're just trying to come to you, great for that. If you're, again, defending a payload coming your way and you have a good choke point, it's good. But I'm probably not going to be picking her on attack like ever. I don't know. Yeah. I love her mobility. I think her mobility is something that's very, very slept on.
She is quick, yeah. All right, Brandon, why you got her an A?
She's one of the only tanks that can cancel ults. That fact alone makes her strong.
Because
Hulk doesn't do that.
Not consistently.
What the fuck?
Not consistently. Penny does it much more consistently than Hulk does.
Does it recharge faster? I don't know the facts on that one.
She gets more shots. She gets 3 of them, sure. Or I think it's like one every like
6 or 7
some odd seconds. Yeah, and then Hulk's exile is like probably 10 to 12.
It's the fact that it's more consistent because it's easier to hit, has more range, and moves faster.
I've gotten dogged by both of them with ulting, so I feel that pain.
The fact alone that she can cancel ults, she can face ults. She can literally face tank ults without a bubble shield. Like, yeah, she needs a little more setup. Yeah,
I'm actually willing to go down. I'm willing to go down to C. I think Todd made a really good valid point because I feel like critically, Is she? Yeah, payload. I didn't think about that. Honestly, I'd never see her really pulling up some of her hat tricks when it comes to payload. It's kind of really hard to. You do got to work those corners and try to hope that nobody goes around the corner and pops your mines. But that more or less will happen the further you get because people are going to know she's going to put one right there. Don't get close to that corner or hop around that corner and pop that thing. And she's, yeah.
I'm going to keep her in A tier because she's one of the only tanks that has health regen. She's one of the only tanks that can buff herself with movement speed. She's one of the only tanks outside of Thor that can give himself armor. Her ult gives her armor, movement speed, increases her spider mine deployment and her arachno mine deployment.
Which is not sick when it comes to getting capturing a point.
Which is sick at capturing points, holding points, pushing objective, keeping objective, and stalling for time. I don't know another tank that can do all 5 at the same time.
I feel like she does those, but it's like a very master of all trades, but what is it like? Yeah, master
of all trades, but master of none.
Thank you.
Yeah,
sorry, I butchered that, but yes, exactly. But I feel like the master of none kind of really holds her back from because, like you said, she can do all those things, and she is a jack of all trades when it comes to. But really, when you like that whole payload thing, that's true. Like she may be able to do that, but it's not as like
another
crazy.
Thing that I like about Penny. She's one of the only tanks that can handle divers well. She is the epitome.
I think it's a lot with her stunning, right?
She is the epitome of a team fight character. She is made for fighting with the team on the objective, being a true to name tank, sitting there, being a meat shield, eating it up. Healers are healing, and if anyone dives the team, she is right there to face tank them.
Well,
She's
here, this
right
is what
there
I'll tell
to
you.
CCM.
If you're willing to come down to B, I'll keep her at B. But if you're not, I'm gonna drop her down to C because I'll agree with Todd.
That's crazy. I'm standing on business on this one.
Okay, I'm gonna put her down to C.
Invisible mines.
I think they're great. I guess, like Todd said,
they're amazing.
Great.
They're invisible.
They literally, she dogs people when it comes to capturing those points. But I just don't see her in payload, and that's like half the game, right?
All it takes is you just move the spider web up. That's it.
Yeah, but at the same time, like once you get to these higher, like I even know better than that. Not to get.
I wouldn't use her in payload, but she's viable on payload. But in terms of holding a point, defending objective, you ain't gonna find a tank that does it much.
You want her in B? I'll put her there, but if not, I'll keep her at C.
No, she's A.
Okay, I'll leave her at C. All right, next is Namor. I think I had him at either C or B. I don't remember. Where do you guys have Namor?
I have him at A.
Where do I have him? I have him at B.
Honestly, I'm cool with B. His is another one I think you need to read the map well and be able to.
I think Namor is the best character to stopping a dive team. Someone is diving diving your supports. Obviously, all you have to do is just sit back there with a couple of
octopuses, yeah,
and they're fucking done. It's game over. He doesn't have a reload. He just keeps throwing his thing. He has an invulnerability.
Which I just saw
is great.
You were watching Tim, and that was actually genius. I never thought about using his invulnerability when he goes up to get higher ground to throw your octopuses higher up in the air. I was like, that's genius.
Because they don't have like a
range,
they're just spitting until they're fucking dead. I think they might have a time limit. I might be wrong on that, but I think it's like 10 seconds that they're up. But by the time that one dies, you just drop another one. You know,
right?
So
I'm cool.
I think he's one of the best things at helping defend your backline.
He's fun to play too. Like whenever I mess around with him, I'm having a good time in like quick play. All right. Cap, I had him at A.
I don't know shit about Cap. I feel like Cap sucks.
Wait, what? Where did Namor go?
B. You said B. I had him at C. You had him at B, and Todd had him at A. And then I agreed with you at B.
Okay.
Because I was like, honestly, like I don't think he deserves to be that low. He's pretty damn decent, especially when
he's fine.
Especially map knowledge.
He's
Captain, I had him at A.
I have him at B.
I have him at C. I'm willing to be changed, but I feel like I don't know too much about this guy, and
I thought
whenever
I honestly. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like I just feel like he's the tank that DPS players like going to when someone's like, "Oh, can we get another tank?" One of the 3 DPS switches to a Captain America, and it does nothing for us. So that's my personal experience.
It was honestly
why I have a bias with him being so low.
I saw it on TikTok and I was like, yeah, all right. I didn't think I could do that with him. And I was like, that's what made me put him at A, because his mobility is insane as a tank. He can always do that sprint, which is sick. And the leap is huge as well. That usually knocks off some people on you and whatnot. But it's when it comes to, if you toggle his sprint with his attack, he attacks faster, and he's able to really melt some people by doing that. And I was like, holy shit, I never thought like to do that. And people are now doing that with him. And his, like, granted, it's not being tanky, but it's being more of his attack is like gone up. So I was like, that's why I put him at A.
I put him at B solely because he can't main tank. It's just that simple for me. He can't solo tank.
That's fair, but like, well, we had that disagreement with Venom. But yeah, that's what I mean. I think he's a great off tank.
I think he's okay. He's not even that. There's better off tanks. Again, like, he's less durable than most tanks. His damage is on par, but it's not better than most tanks.
So then, would you be cool with moving him down to C?
No, because he's not trash.
Well, D is trash. C is just like, again, like you said, there's way better viable. Like when it comes to dive tanks or off tanks, you would say he's the worst, right?
I think he's the worst dive tank. Yeah.
Yeah. So
but not C.
Not C.
If you tell if I think when you say a C tier character to me, they're just above trash. Captain America is not trash, and he's not.
Yeah, he's above average.
Yeah, he's not C tier though.
I'll move Captain down to B.
But
I would say he is average. C is average. Yeah, I would say he is average.
I put B.
D is trash.
Is B not average? Like, that's your middle ground?
B is average. B is the middle ground.
B is like just passing, dog.
No.
I know like C's get degrees, but like B is like, all right,
I'm going to put him in B. I can agree with that.
Because, and I'll say why. He even though I think he's the worst, he has.
Can anyone tell me what his alt does?
Movement speed and health regen.
Yeah, he is harder to take down.
Tell me that's a C tier tank.
There's a reason why it's getting buffed.
Movement speed and health regen. That's good.
He honestly might move up to like A, or I don't know about S, but he is getting a buff, and that is huge because his alt is kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Cap's alt is not the greatest.
It sucks.
But in terms of pushing an objective,
but yes, it keeps you alive more than
Cap by himself in his ult. Have fun trying to fucking kill him. Have fun. Yeah. Good luck. Now, in terms of a tank overall, he doesn't block shit for damage. He can't tank, really. Let's be honest. He
should get more shield, honestly, when it comes to holding that shield.
His shield should be stronger. But I will say, redeemable factor, his shield reflects everything.
Oh, that's true.
That's another reason why he's not a C. He can reflect.
Maybe that's why he doesn't have a stronger shield.
He can reflect stuns. He can reflect exiles. He can reflect all projectiles. His shield is dope, but it needs more health. If his shield, if you change nothing about his kit and you gave his shield more health, like on par with other tanks.
Oh god, I thought you were going to say Doctor Strange. I'd be like, that's
not Doctor
crazy.
No. He's the only character that needs that much shield. Just on par. So maybe what's it at, like 200 health or 250? Make it like,
I think it's 250. Yeah.
Make it like 350.
I'm not mad at that.
He would be an easy A tier tank with mobility. Okay. He can back himself out of fights.
I do think he's got good promise to be A. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy. I'll keep him at B though, just for the sake of the.
But because of those things, and he has a lot of shortcomings. He needs help. He has to dive with someone. He can't solo dive. Like.
Okay.
He's B.
All right, and then Moon Knight.
Oh, Moon Knight. Yeah. What do we have him at? What did
I had him at A again. I had a lot of people in A, but I just know he was an A for me.
Is a C for me.
I have him at S.
Oh shit.
Moon Knight shreds.
I think you can push him really good too. Like when people, once again, and he's really good for both play styles, whether you're grabbing points or defending the payload.
He's good for payload.
And you can easily blindside people with that shit if you stick it on the right area. Don't stick it right in front of them. Obviously, people have been working corners with them. That thing melts.
He shreds Groot.
That's true.
Groot is an S tier tank.
Walls and whatnot.
Around walls. And I don't think it's that good, but people love it. Riding Groot. I think it's a bad team up, personally. But
what do you mean by his riding
the way
Groot?
Rocky Raccoon and Jeff Lanzart can ride on Groot?
Yeah.
I think it's bad. I don't think it's that good. I would never go out of my way just to do the team up. However, a lot of people like to do it. And Moon Knight shreds both of them. In fact, riding Groot makes Moon Knight stronger because he does more damage and it guarantees someone he can bounce off of. And his main attacks, his regular left clicks, reflect off people.
All right, Todd, you had him you had him B or C?
And his ult, one of the only ults that can kill Luna through her ult. That's strong as hell.
Todd?
He's just a bunker buster. Like, if your team is not on top of each other, he's absolutely useless. Any, and I mean just about any DPS character 1v1s him is coming out on top. He's not winning 1v1s like that. So that makes him automatically at the bottom of the fucking list. He's good for holding chokes, but again, if you disperse, it's over. That shit with Groot and Rocket and Jeff the Landshark, so situational. Like, anytime you see that, is that what your swap is? Like, that's your counter? Cool. I won't jump on his head then.
Yeah,
but move away and
we're not
play
talking
Rocket
about
the way he's supposed to be played, which is off the team.
Right, but we're not talking about you. We're talking about most people.
I'm just saying that he is. I only see him as a bunker buster, and to where, like, if you catch them off guard, you might get a couple picks in the beginning, but then after the first couple of times of dying to a Moon Knight, I don't feel like anybody falls to that. It's the same thing as to Scarlet Witch that we had. Like, it was tough in the beginning, but now everyone understands his kit. Just stay away from his onks or just fucking shoot his onks and it's over.
But if he puts it around a good choke point, even if you're just getting two people, that's two people, man. That's huge.
I don't think he's getting two people like that anymore.
I think he is, though. And he's also got pretty decent mobility because you don't have to just throw your grappling hook on anything. You can throw it at the floor and you get that elevation enough to get anywhere pretty much.
Yeah, his mobility is sick.
And you can throw the onks anywhere.
The onks, it's literally a skill thing, I think, for his onks. Is literally skill issue. If you're placing him in a bad spot, you're placing him in a bad spot. But there's like literal corners you can't work around. Like, there's been times where I'm like, I see the fucking radius. I'm like, well, I can't fucking hit it because it's behind this thing. And I'd expose myself trying to do that.
There's a ton of spots on pretty.
And that is only viable when you have the entire team in that fucking vicinity right there.
Sometimes it prevents you from even wanting to go near it.
That is the equivalent of. That's the equivalent of Penny Parker to me.
Name a game mode where your team isn't close to each other.
What do you mean? I feel like any game mode that isn't control point, your team isn't stacking on top of each other.
Well,
you're telling me at no point throughout these team fights, there's not people next to each other.
I'm not saying at no point. I'm just saying it's not as often as it is on like a control point kind of map. If you're running
what about Convoy?
I was gonna say if you're running Convoy, you have a fucking flying whatever the fuck, flying Iron Fist, or I'm sorry, Iron Man, while you also have a diving Iron Fist, and then you have Luna that's 17 feet behind the 2 tanks. So sure, you can bounce it off the 2 tanks that might be up in your face, but typically even tanks don't play on each other like that. Like I'm trying to rack my brain and see like how far people are when you are in a fight, and it's very rare that everyone is like on top of each other unless someone's ulting, like a Luna ult or
and Moon Knight's ult
or
kills through it. So
what?
And Moon Knight's ult is one of the only ults that can kill through the strongest ult in the game.
No. There's plenty of ults that can kill you through Mantis or a Luna ult. Rocket's ult kills you through that.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
There's like 3 ults.
Rocket's ult has enough damage output to kill you through both of those ults.
Through Mantis's, not Luna.
Both of those ults.
There's only 3
I've done it before. I've killed a Luna
maybe
that wasn't swapping to heals, or wasn't swapping. She just did heals, and we DPS'd her down.
I've never seen it. And
that's
I main
because
Luna.
Your team probably isn't focusing then.
I main Luna, and I've never gotten killed through Rocket Raccoon's ult. Not once. I've literally stand still. So I mean, I'm
telling you, it can be done. I've literally done it.
I can only think of 3 characters.
Literally done it.
That can kill through Luna's ult. Iron Man. Who the fuck did we just say? Oh, I'm sorry. Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Yep.
The Punisher with Rocket Raccoon's ult. So you need 2 ults to counter it. Because Punisher by himself can't get through Luna's ult.
Yes, he can.
No, he can't. I know because I face tank Punishers. I literally saved my ult for the Punisher as a Luna ult.
Jeff's ult can.
It won't get Luna, but it'll get everyone else.
Right. I guess that's not. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm saying kill through it.
Yeah. Good
like
point.
when Luna pops, you're gonna ult in response, and you're not gonna Jeff ult in response. You're gonna wait for the ult to go down, and then Jeff's gonna go in during the chaos, and when the motherfuckers ain't paying attention. But Luna ult, Iron Man's popping his ult because they're gonna group up.
Can Scarlet Witch? I think hers can.
Scarlet Witch can. Yep, I forgot about her. But S key, hide. I mean, any tank with a shield can block her ult. You could just sit there and
I really do
bust
think
the shields, but
I think Moon Knight's a great A. But here, I'll give you the same option I gave Brandon earlier, Todd.
I'll take him.
I'll agree with Brandon and S. If you agree with, or if you want to keep it at A, if you can.
I'll take him in A.
Oh, okay, never mind. We're good.
I think he's S, but if he's A, fine. I'll take it.
All right. I guess Hulk was the only one we didn't fully agree on. I'm actually surprised that we got this far. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you can't expect to win them all. The right heroes could make all the difference.
I know this isn't exactly what we
didn't talk
believe,
about
but
Adam
it's
Warlock. That's why.
More or less. But we agreed A. Well, what was it? Because we had 2-1, right?
Yeah. That's why.
No, just because he's there.
I think he's a great A.
No. I think he's B.
I think his potential damage output puts him in
I don't
A.
like that he's a healer whose heals go on cooldown. That alone takes him out of A tier.
That does suck, but you time it right. It's pretty damn good.
You're a healer who needs to time his heals.
Yeah,
come on.
You gotta just manage it.
Come on.
Managing your shit properly.
A healer that needs to manage his heals.
He's the embodiment of Fast and Furious. You pulled the nitrous too early.
You're a healer. Your main job is healing.
And if your heals are on cooldown, you got to manage.
You have to manage your heals as a healer.
Yes.
Stop it.
You manage your skills as a healer.
That alone puts them in B tier because you have to. Your heals go on cooldown. Your main job. You have one job as a healer, and that's to heal, and it goes on cooldown.
Cook him, fry him.
As long as you're managing your skills, that's the point.
These characters, nowhere in there does it say that they are a healer. That is not what they are there to do. They are support. They are there to support you.
And what is support's number one job?
Support. to support you.
It's
so,
no,
it's to create a difference in the fucking game. So support characters are the ones that should be shooting your Namor's squids, your fucking penny part, anything that is utility that is out there, your Groot shields and shit like that. That's what your support players should be focusing on, along with, if you're Mantis, sure, focus on getting your headshots so you can throw your leaps out more. But a support player is there to support the team, which is help them around. While your DPS is focusing on killing people, you should be helping them and supporting them by destroying other people's utility. That is what you are there to do. You're not there to just sit in a fucking corner and heal bot. We got away from that years ago. We're not supposed to do that.
But that's secondary.
No, supporting that is what they're supposed to do. That's
your main
first.
job. Stop. That is
first. Support.
You're telling me a support that doesn't heal is still a good support?
Adam Warlock, by your standards, isn't a good healer, but he's a good support.
He's okay, which is why he's B tier. He's okay support.
He's got some of the best damage, especially when you alternate his
you have to hit
attacks.
True. Oh, we're not saying that. You have to hit anything. You have to hit anything.
Yeah,
no, you don't have to charge it.
No, you don't.
Alternate it, you don't have to charge it.
See, you don't know his kit. That's what it is. You don't know his kit.
What are you charging it for then? Since I don't know his kit.
If you double click, bang, bang, bang,
what
bang,
are you charging
bang.
it for then?
Huh?
The charge
is
more or less you want to keep that charge for like a long distance to keep people away. You're gonna keep them back with that, and you will use that charge. But when the shit comes to shit hits the fan, you're gonna be hitting those together, and that stuff does damage. So,
but again,
it's keeping at bay versus dealing the damage.
But again,
it's the bark and the bite.
Other healers do that better.
I wouldn't say better. I would say more or less.
Mantis does it better.
Mantis only does it better because she has the knockout.
And
if she didn't have the
damage
knockout,
buff, she could damage buff herself.
True, but if she just
faster.
had the damage buff, Adam Warlock's going to beat her.
But she attacks faster, does more damage, and moves faster.
She doesn't attack faster.
If she didn't have the sleep, Adam Warlock would come out of that fight winning.
Right, but she has the sleep. So
I genuinely don't think you understand what we're saying with his kit.
I understand what you're saying. My point is...
No, you don't understand that he has 3 different ways of shooting, Brandon.
I don't care. He's a
left click, right click, and then both of them together shoots it's a much faster bullet rate than Mantis than you're saying.
I don't care because he's a support.
Right, but that's why he's A tier. That's I'll give Mantis S is because she has the sleep. Whose abilities
counter nobody's.
What? As a support, you don't necessarily need to counter anybody, do you?
Luna counters damn near everyone in the game. That's part of why she's S tier.
Okay, but that's
stuck in rock, paper, scissors.
It's not stuck in rock, paper, scissors.
That's what it is.
It's not.
He's like, this person picked this person because they have an advantage over them, and then when they switch to the person that has the advantage over them, switch to the next person that has. It's not rock paper scissors. That's not the game we're playing.
I'm not playing rock paper scissors. You know why I picked Luna? Because she's the best support in the fucking game, hands down. That's why.
Because she has the best single target heals. And that's what your mind is focused on, single,
and one of the best heal botting. And some of the best team heals. The only person
we're getting there.
There's only one person who does more team heals than her. And guess what? It goes on fucking cooldown.
But you gotta time it right. If you're timing it right, and
guess whose heals never go on cooldown.
Wait, did you say there's only one person that does more team heals than her?
One.
No.
One.
No, it's Adam Warlock. Rockets does. If you
Rockets does Rocket does the most team heals in the game, and his ult doesn't heal anybody.
Yeah, crap.
That doesn't make him crap. Dude, I love when he pops his ult. That shit's amazing.
You could take the ult out of the game, and I'd never know the difference.
What? That's crazy.
That's serious.
I know I'm cooked when he pops his ult and I'm in the shit with a bunch of people. I'm like, I better back my shit up.
Not me. I fight in it, and I'm perfectly fine. I fight fight an enemy
Chuck Norris here
as a Luna without ulting. I can fight inside of an enemy Rocket Raccoon's ult and not give a fuck. I can, in fact, I know this because I main Luna and I don't ult when Rocket Raccoon ults. You know what I do? I start clapping, and guess who dies? Fucking nobody.
Once again, we're not here to debate why she's S. She's S for a reason.
But that's my point, is that's why he's B, is because other healers do the same thing he does and do it much better. The highlights that Adam Warlock has are secondary traits that other healers do better. So why would I ever
his attack
choose
is
him?
technically, I'd say his attack is better. Yeah, I'd say it's better than Cloak and Daggers.
Yeah, but you shouldn't choose a support because of damage.
I understand it, but when you get dived, he's one of the best people to defend against divers as a support.
How?
Because one of his heals is a link to all your other characters, and it gives you that heal buff, and it regenerates over time. So when you pop that, when you get dived, there's a higher chance you won't get fucking just erased right away.
But divers don't do damage over time.
Well, I understand that, but it gives you that time. It's almost like a little shield when you pop it, I swear. And then you get that heal, you get the other heals you can pop, but you're also doing the rapid attack, which is also keeping them at bay, if not killing them. Especially when you're around your team.
But other heroes do that better.
His soul bond is one of the strongest abilities in the
soul
game.
Bond, yeah.
It's one of the strongest abilities in the game, hands down.
How?
Being able to distribute damage across everyone as opposed to one person taking damage, that's huge. The entire game is about focusing one player and changing the tide by killing one player, and then it's a 6v5, and then 5v4, 3, and then you just trickle the numbers down. So it's a numbers game. It's always a numbers game. So any character that brings a number back, any character with a revive, automatically. Not even an alt. I'm also including Rocket in this because he gets that every fucking 45 seconds. In a fucking team-based 6v6 game where numbers are always going to matter, anybody that has a revive automatically puts them in A tier. I don't care. It is a team-based game where you have numbers, and that is all that matters is numbers.
Numbers isn't all that matters, though.
Okay.
It's just not. No, it's just not when you have characters that can kill multiple characters in one pop. Like
Brandon, look at it as if you have two equally matched teams. Say you have 6 fucking shrouds on one team, 6 fucking shrouds on another team. Mm-hmm. One shroud dies. What team do you think is going to win? 6
Obviously,
shrouds or 5 shrouds?
The 6 shrouds.
Okay, thank you.
But I can think of one thing. I can think of one thing better than that.
Wow. So when
I can still think of something better.
When that shroud dies, wouldn't it be best to bring him back?
It would be best, but you know it's even better.
So it's,
Yeah, I agree, but you know what's even better?
Not letting him die.
Absolutely. That's the best thing. Don't let your teammates die. And you know how you don't let them die?
Soulbound.
No. You fucking clap them. Absolutely. And you know what happens when people ult? People die. You know how you keep them up? You ult back and you keep your team up. Guess who can't do that?
I think you putting him in B is a little too harsh. I think every argument you've made is a good reason why he should be in A, Brandon.
No, I'll tell you, the main reason why he's in B is because his best ability counters nobody.
He doesn't need to counter nobody. He just needs to support.
That's what the rock, paper, scissors. You're stuck in that bubble. It doesn't need to be a counter. It's just straight up utility. That soul bond is viable in any situation you are in. Any situation you are in, distributing damage that is focused on one character across 5 characters is going to be viable.
But his most powerful ability is arguably his lowest utility ability.
No, his most powerful ability is his fucking alt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then we are in agreement on that.
Then it counters nobody.
It just counters every fucking ult in the game. What?
Yeah. Rezzing someone back at 100
Hey,
health
let's use a Doctor Strange ult and a fucking Iron Man ult to make sure that we do this perfectly. Let's combo 2 or 3 ults to get a team kill. Oh, you know what? Q, here's everyone back after you just used 3 team ults to kill my entire team. I just have to use one ult,
which is huge.
One ult cancels 3 ults. That is your counter right there.
100 health is not a counter.
Also, he gets the cocoon. The cocoon's huge.
You literally res them
back.
I
forgot about the cocoon.
Yeah.
You res them
flying
back.
You can die with the team, run away, drop it. You know his thing lasts for 10 seconds?
I do know. The fact that you res people,
I do know.
The fact that you res people at one shot is not good.
It depends on where you res them, though. I've seen if you play it right, you can hide around a good corner that
keywords
slip away.
Keywords. If you play it right against a good team, against a team that's in plat or higher, have fun trying to play it right.
And Adam Warlock in plat and higher is not going to make some stupid mistakes like that.
Adam, you're not picking him. That's why. Because
he's an A, man. He's
B.
He's such a solid A.
There's better healers that do more with less.
There's only 2.
In fact, Luna and Cloak and Dagger are better healers than him. Mantis is a better healer than him.
I would argue that I think he's better than Cloak and Dagger.
All 3 of them offer much more utility than him. All 3 of them do better heals.
And if it's just 3 above him, that's a good reason to be an A.
There's only like 4 good healers. And the other 3 healers that you're going to pick are all better than him. So why would you pick him unless the other 2 are banned? There's no reason. Because he doesn't do as much healing as Luna. His ult isn't as good as Luna, so you're going to pick Luna. He doesn't give team buffs like Mantis does. He doesn't give any debuffs like Mantis does. He doesn't give any team buffs like Mantis does, and Luna, and Cloak and Dagger. He doesn't offer any
Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, even Rocket gives a fucking buff, and I don't even like Rocket.
Clearly.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's not the fact that I shouldn't say I don't like out Rocket. I shouldn't say
we hitting diamond with Rocket.
We already got it. Well, you know what? When after this next newest season comes out, we'll do this again with you, Brandon. If you're cool to jump on again and give us another tier list and be willing to argue some of these points, because we also had that talk with, making certain characters to certain ranks. But we'll get into that later. That's a discussion for another day.
Bro.
But I still think that's a good reason why he's an A. I mean, it's if you're up for it. I enjoy these little back and forths and discussions. I didn't think we'd go an hour and 15 minutes, but
I just don't see it happening, bro. I don't see it happening. I mean, I'll come back on. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't see the only reason why these characters get picked. Like, for example, Adam Warlock. You're only picking Adam Warlock because Luna or Cloak or Mantis are getting banned. You're not picking Adam just outright because he's that great of a character. You're just not, because there's better healers.
If you're picking him because somebody else gets banned, I think it's a great A tier character.
No.
I'm not here to say he's S, but I will say he's A.
B tier characters are great secondary picks. They're great secondary picks, but that does not mean that there's not better picks. So that's my point. I'm not
There's
saying
only
that
2
Adam,
other ones for you, though, is Cloak and Dagger and Mantis, right? Aside from Snow.
That I would pick. Because they're objectively better characters to pick. And when you pick ranked, you pick to win. I don't care about if the character's fun to play. I don't care about none of that shit. I care about right now, Iron Man is ulting on my fucking dome piece. What the hell do we have to answer for that? That's what I care about.
Revive.
At
Revive. What?
At 100 health.
Around a corner they're not around yet. It's also very situational, but it can be very depending on where you're at, especially in like
the best characters in the game aren't situational. That's also my point.
I'm not saying it's solely
that's the point that I'm making, is that Soul Bond isn't situational. No matter when you are in the game, it's usable.
It is usable, but his strongest abilities is ult, and that's situational, and that's not good.
Sometimes it depends on where you're at. I mean, okay, so I guess it is situational.
Exactly.
No, it's not situational. And a resurrection is always good in a numbers-based team game.
If they're rezzing at half health and up, But they're not.
I'm surprised we've taken this long to even thank God for this. I'm mad that I'm even the person bringing this up. Fuck Overwatch. It's all about Marvel Rivals right now. But in the competitive scene
100%.
of Overwatch, everyone said that Mercy was the worst character to play against because you have to deal with someone with a res. Now we have a game that has 2 people with it, but in a numbers-based game where you have it in I'm even going to talk about the 1%ers. When you get into the top 500, those fights are lasting 2 minutes sometimes without somebody dying. So when somebody finally dies, that's when you have the fucking advantage. But if you're rezzing, you don't have that advantage anymore. That automatically puts you in an upper echelon of players. Of characters, not players, but characters.
Because even if it is at 1, say you, I mean, actually,
100.
yeah, because like you could still pop both your heals, and more than half the time, if you pop it just right, you can get them back up on their feet. Especially if you heal.
You only need one.
Another healer.
You only need one. True. You only need one snap, and they're above 75% health, which is.
And then you can soul bond them right after that
in the fucking fight.
Yeah, and if those aren't already on cooldown because of the light leading up the fight previous that led to the ult, that led to the team wipe, which is why you're ult.
If you see your team wipe, you I guess you wouldn't have. Like I said, I guess it is situational, but I think it's a good situational. I think it's like more than likely you will find yourself in situations and areas in the game where you can be successful with the ult.
That's why it's B. When you're thinking of S tier and A
that's
tier,
not why. That's why it's not S. That's why it's not S, and that's why
S tier characters and A tier characters aren't situational.
So if he had
you could just always play them.
If his ult gave them at 50 or 60%, would he be S tier? Would he be S tier?
He'd be A tier.
I think he'd be S tier if that was the case. It'd be like a guarantee.
Because there's only one thing better than rezzing people, and that's keeping people alive. That's making sure that they never die in the first place.
And his soul bond is great with that.
Right, but other characters do it more and they do it better. Again, I'm not saying Adam Warlock is bad. Being a BT character does not mean you're bad. If you're C or D, that means you're bad. B is good. A is great. S is exceptional. S, you're not situational. You're good all the fucking time. You can pick them whenever the hell you want. It's a good pick. A tier, you can pick them like 90% of the time, and it's not situational. You can pretty much pick them whenever. Man. B tier is like, it depends on the situation. That's why they're B, because they're good at their one thing. That's it. They're one thing. And they're the only character that's really good at it. But if the conditions aren't met, don't pick them. And that doesn't make them bad. That makes them good at their one thing. A tier characters, they're good at multiple things. S tier characters, they're good at everything.
Right,
and Adam Warlock isn't good at everything.
Right.
That's it.
Okay. But all right, what I wanted to get to is I did say we'll get to that. We don't have to worry about estimating the new characters, although the skills we have seen from both Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman seem broken as all hell.
Mr. Fantastic is gonna be good. Let's be real.
Yeah, just that shit's insane.
Too Strange is gonna be fucking S tier.
I'm reflecting all.
I think they're both gonna be S tier.
Stop it.
You don't think so?
Who?
I said both. I think they're both gonna be S tier.
Who is?
Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic.
I don't know if Invisible Woman would be S tier, but she looks damn fun to play.
Dude, they be S tier off rip.
Making the whole team invisible is nuts, especially when holding a point is going to be brutal.
But
that's all I'm thinking of. OT, drop your shit, game over. Game over.
If they're invisible and untargetable, S tier hands down. Just invisible. Fair. If it's just invisible, but I can still hit you.
Oh, you'll still be able to be hit. It's gonna be like
probably A tier.
It's gonna be like when you're playing as Moon Knight.
I mean, she can also throw shields that heal you though too, which is crazy.
That's why I think
she can push and pull. That's gonna be broken when it comes to edges,
dude.
She can push and pull.
She can push people and pull them, depending on if she wants.
How does she push them? What do you mean?
It's just like a vortex. It's like a vortex tube that just pushes you forward, or it's a vortex tube that pulls you into the group.
Yeah,
she's S tier. She's absolutely.
She's gonna be able to. She's gonna be able to.
I didn't know she could do all that.
Yeah, she's
taking healer.
Her kit is insane.
She can turn people invisible, give them fucking shields push
that
people,
heal,
and push people.
Yeah,
a shield that heals.
And her left click damages people and heals people. Just
the only thing about her shield, it looks like it stays in spot. So it looks like it's like a
Luna for that
wall
matter. You play Luna. You just left click.
Oh, she's S tier. What the fuck?
She's S tier.
Right? Yeah, I'm like, she's gonna be nasty.
That's disgusting.
Work. And she's gonna get one of the best cosmetics in the game. Let's be
serious.
I'm
maining her.
Oh,
insane.
I'm maining her.
Yeah, she looks juicy. I'm picking her off rip.
Yeah, dude, she's gonna be hard not to main. Everyone's gonna be going for her.
This adds to my point. You have a character like that. That's an S tier character. Think of all the utilities she has.
Oh, absolutely.
Think of everything she benefits to the team. Even if she never does damage, just take that out of her kit. She does 0 damage at the end of the game. She's still an S tier character.
Yeah,
how Rocket is low key.
I'm not even mad at that. I can agree on that.
But you can't say that for Rocket and Adam. You can't.
I could say they.
But you know who you could say that about?
But A's.
But you could say that about Luna. Even if she never does damage for the whole game, she's still the best healer in the game.
That's true.
I'm
not arguing.
She's still the best support in the game.
Yep, she has a bogus kit. That's for sure. Because even the freezing
and she can swap between the attack. Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. And she counters ults. She counters abilities. She counters ults. You couldn't ask for a better S tier character. I'm sorry, S tier support.
Right.
S tier support. Even the A tier supports. Who did I put at A? Oh, I put Adam at A.
No, well, we put Adam. Wait, you had Adam at A?
Oh wait,
don't tell us you've been arguing this whole time for someone you had an A.
I did. I put him in A.
You motherfucker. This whole time, that's all I've been trying to get you to agree on.
We all have him in A?
Yeah. Brandon,
what the fuck are you arguing for?
Because I don't think he's that good. I think he's B. I put him in A just to agree. I put him in A to agree, but I think he's a B. Okay. Because he doesn't heal that much. Well, I won't say he doesn't heal that much. He heals a lot, but it goes on cooldown, and I can't stand that.
Man, you just wanted to argue. Okay.
It's not that I wanted to argue.
You wanted to argue.
It's that there are better healers.
We got here in an hour, 26 minutes, and 10 seconds in. All right, we got it now.
No. There's just better healers. That's all.
Right.
All right.
There are people that have stronger healing abilities. That's how you should word it.
You should send me on that website. Y'all do your tier list. Make sure you send them to me because we don't need to show it right here. I can just at the end I can upload each one of our tier lists of where we originally had things. I think that'll suffice unless you want to show it off right here.
Chat. I'm not going to change mine.
Okay. Just send it to me.
I think the only thing I need to change on mine is moving Jeff up to B and Black Panther and Spider-Man up to A.
Okay. Other than that,
and Cloak and Dagger.
I think for the most part that was not bad, pretty decent. Hulk was, I think, the only one we just couldn't agree on, and that's fine.
That's fine. What was the issue with him?
Everyone had him different. I had him S. Adam had him A. You had him B.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he can't maintain. That's why. Yep. I just need the reminder. That's all.
Okay, fair enough. We don't need to go back into it. No, it's all right. It's all right.
Don't. Just agree or disagree.
Hulk is banished, I guess, for now. But we will do this once again once the new season
You're close to Diamond, right, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm Plat 1. I'm like 2 games away from Diamond 3.
When you get to Diamond, let me know how often he gets banned.
Well, it might change because the new season's
it's going to change in 2 days.
Friday.
And
you better get your ass to Diamond and play a lot of fucking games and tell me how many fucking times he gets banned.
And I can already tell you why he's getting banned. I don't need to be in Diamond to figure it out.
Oh, you're going to say Gamma for Iron Man?
Absolutely. Because Gamma for Doctor Strange is also really good.
Oh, true.
And there's no point in banning them when you can just ban the one character and it solves the problem. You ban Hulk, you never have to deal with it. And you don't have to waste 2 bans. Like, why would I ban Doctor Strange and Hulk or Iron Man and Hulk? You need Hulk. The other 2 don't matter because they don't activate it. They're just a part of the upgrade. If I ban Hulk,
that, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. I understand where your mindset is there, but by your standards, Doctor Strange is a better tank. So why not just ban Doctor Strange and deal with the shitty Hulk and the shitty Iron Man that you can just shoot? Wouldn't that be the better option?
No.
Why?
No. Because Iron Man's
stronger?
Not because Hulk's stronger. It's because of Iron Man. It's because Iron Man by himself isn't that great. But Iron Man with support and Gamma upgrade is one of the worst things.
All you have to do is fucking focus him. Any fucking Punisher deletes. Any Hela deletes.
That's true. That's true. However, you can time their shots.
How many characters you get to ban on ranked?
Just 2.
Diamond? 2?
Just 2.
I could see that coming from Bandit because if you ban Hulk, you can also just ban like what
Iron Man.
Other than that,
Iron Man's AD strafe while he's Gamma upgraded is fucking insane.
I haven't seen that.
It's insane.
I believe it. I just
have fun focusing that. Not to mention when he shift. Granted, his shift flying by itself isn't that much. Like the movement itself isn't hard to track. Like it's not moving that fast. But the fact that he can move in any direction while he's hitting shift makes him very hard to hit. And with his Gamma upgrade, he only needs to open up for like literally 0.5 seconds and you're dead. It's that strong. Like it's Hulk and Iron Man's Gamma upgrade is probably one of the strongest synergies outside of Hela's seasonal bonus.
I could see that's why people are banning Hulk, but I still think Hulk is A. But that's just
that team, that the seasonal bonus that the Gamma thing is only strong because of Iron Man. That's the only if Iron Man didn't get the Gamma upgrade, but just Hulk and Doctor Strange did, no one would ban Hulk. They would just ban Doctor Strange because he's a much greater, better character, and he adds much more pressure on the battlefield. But that single team up makes Iron Man an absolute menace. Absolute menace.
I'm curious what. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say his ability, his kill capacity with that upgrade. He picks anyone on the field, he melts them, even tanks. He destroys tanks. And you only have to look away from him for like a second. Like all you have to do is not see him coming and you're dead. It's literally that simple. And when he flies around, he makes no noise. You can't hear him coming. Like you literally have to see him or someone has to ping him and you have to look. That's the
granted you will be keeping your eye to the sky when playing those games and you know he's on
you
their
will,
team, but
you will, but
I get it.
At higher levels, dude, these Iron Man, they're fucking crafty, dude. They be flying around. Like you won't see them for a whole team.
No, I've seen some people flying really low now. I don't even expect it because
you won't see them for multiple team fights. Like that's how long they wait. Like they will literally wait 2-3 team fights. It'll be a 30 seconds to a minute before you see them again. Even if they get the picks, like they'll get the picks, stay for the team fight, and disappear for a whole other team fight, and you'll never see them.
I guess we'll see what the new seasonal buffs are, and then kind of see where everyone goes from there.
That's going to change a lot.
Yeah, it's going to change so much.
Change a lot. I bet
honestly,
you that.
Go ahead. No. I thought they were downplaying. Well, they kind of did downplay. They're like, oh yeah, only these characters got touched. Almost every character is getting touched in some way or shape or form, as far as buff or nerf. And it's like maybe even just be slightly minor because like Magic, I didn't know she was getting touched on. I guess her alt will do more damage, and I was like, oh okay, didn't know that. But that's good. Cool, right?
I don't like it because niggas are gonna dive me as a support, but it makes her more pickable because as it stands right now, her alt isn't that great.
Right. I agree. It could be doing because there's times where I'm like, I should have had that person killed, but
I should have shredded that person. Yeah, right. I have played her a couple of times and I've dove a couple people as alt, and it's like the moment I alt, I die, and I'm like,
yeah. Hela's bogus. All they're doing is taking away a little bit of her health. She's still a menace.
They were gonna do damage drop,
but she's losing her seasonal bonus, and that's gonna be huge.
That's true, but it's only to Loki and Thor. I guess people would be using.
Her seasonal damage gives her 20% damage bonus.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I totally forgot
massive.
About that. Okay,
and
never mind.
And guess who's almost always an off tank?
Thor. Yeah.
or I bet guess who's almost always a fucking off support? Loki.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I totally forgot that
she's only losing 5%. She's going down from 20 to 15. She's still going to be
a menace. Yeah.
She's going to keep.
I've seen people 2-tap, and it's disgusting.
She's keeping a seasonal?
No. Todd said her seasonal damage.
It's going down from 5. It's going down 5%. So it's going from 20 to 15.
Right, but for the new season, she's keeping a seasonal buff.
Yes.
Oh,
is she?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what
it's being nerfed.
Oh, the buff
Or she-
itself
yeah.
is being nerfed.
That's
Okay.
the nerf. Oh, she's S tier still.
Yes.
I'll tell you right now. She's staying in S tier. And I can guarantee you, to go to Todd's point, the only other person that's probably getting banned more than Hulk is Hello.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting. I've seen.
Absolutely.
I saw people talk about it. They're like, it's actually way worse than you know, because like literally, I saw people clipping clips, and it's just you peek, and she has like this 2-3 hit combo that just eliminates. I'm like, how do you don't even have time to react to it?
She does insane damage. She can shred tanks with her right click, and she has a crowd control effect.
And her ult, I thought they were gonna nerf her ult. You literally have to just hide.
Her ult doesn't need to be nerfed. It's really not that good.
I don't like that. If you bleed her health with it, she gets to go back at full health.
I completely agree.
If
you kill her up there, she should die.
Yeah,
she should not go back to her.
She has insane health.
That's my biggest exactly. Like as a fucking Punisher in a turret, I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying? And then she just okay, now I'm alive again. That's my biggest problem. I completely
and all her shit's on cooldown too.
Yes,
so she can just go back to normal.
The issue I have with her ult. Her ult can be as strong as it is. It can have that much health, but if we kill her, she should die.
Yeah, because it is. Yeah, you literally go out of your way to kill her at that, and it's for no reason, honestly, just to stop the ult, when you can just hide.
Like hitting multiple headshots, she's not easy to kill up there, man.
No,
like you have to focus her. So no, she should die. 100% die.
Yeah,
that would probably be a good equalizer for her.
Yeah,
people would be much less. People would be much less to just fucking popping Q all the time. Like when I play Hello. As soon as I get
it's a get out of jail free card. You're about to die, hit Q. You get a fresh set of health. It's another fucking you know what I'm saying?
However, she respawns with the health she went in with. It doesn't kill her.
But it still gives you that time.
But
still,
when you come out, your team's right there to heal you. So
and if the other team didn't hide, you're killing them.
Yeah.
And when you get back, you'll have like a
Yeah, even if you could kill her out of ult, just the fact that she's ulting is a huge pressure. Like you either need to deal with her right now or you have to hide for 10 seconds. Like
literally.
You just have to hide and you have to give up the point. Oh well, unless you're Doctor Strange, you can just fucking
Oh yeah, that was great. I love that.
That's crazy.
But aside from that, all right, well, I'm gonna wrap this up because we really went hard. But I'm happy we had to have this conversation and got into it. It was great. Once again, thank you, Brandon, for joining us. I do look forward when we can do this again. We will do this again. We'll hit it up in the new season. We'll let us know how we're all feeling, who we think is where and why, and we'll get more into that. I'm sure we'll have more disagreements, but for the meantime, this was our Marvel Rivals tier list. Thank you for joining us at the Lazy Susan. Once again, Adam, Todd, and Brandon, our guest. You guys take it easy and have a wonderful day. I'm going to wrap this up and peace out of here.
See you.